How's it going, everybody? Your boy John is surprisingly back for another stream. It's a joke for me to even have to say that. He's back. He's always leaving. He's never here. I get it. Everybody hates me. I'm kidding. What's up? What's up? What's up? Monty, what's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, you're the only one here right now because stream literally just started. So don't worry. We still got tons of time. Tons of time. But what's up? How's it going? Today, we are going to continue the same plan as last time, but John actually did something helpful. I switched my monitors around, so if we hear a shiny, guess what? I've got my monitor that actually has sound. So, yeah, we're not going to miss any shinies this time. We did last time. You went to Las Vegas? I love Vegas, bro. I love Vegas. I've been there 4 times. I actually missed the volume. When I was playing Arceus, it was so bad. I was probably missing so many shinies on the way here. So many. So technically, I need the textbooks that are Tilted Gogeta or anybody that would know this answer. Oh, went to the wrong island. But does a phase count if you fail or miss a shiny? That, if anybody knows that question, let me know. Because I need to know that answer. Okay, so there's no shiny there because we missed one shiny. Oh, I forget how to play this game all the time. We missed a shiny that was on the way to... Well, actually, we would have phased on 2 shinies because we got Quillfish. So we missed one shiny. We don't know where it was. We checked all around. Second shiny I saw on my screen. So we're at phase 2, but only if we're going to count it a phase if that's what the chat says. You're glad to come back home. You missed it much? Oh, I can't. I miss Vegas. Let's see if there's a Pichu. It's on the way, so we'll count it. But how's everybody been? Wait. Right here. I genuinely love the sound in this game of shinies. I love it. I should make a text tone. Oh no! How do you dodge? I genuinely forget how to play. What am I doing? Okay, so these are the Pokemon. No. I genuinely forget how to play. Embarrassing, right? Okay, we're good. I'm talking to my best friend, the shower reader, as we speak. Nice. What are you talking about? I'm kind of pumped. I've been lately pumped to play Legends Arceus. I'm kind of over the Scarlet and Violet right now until there's an update, but I've noticed just in general, streams for this are so low. Viewers are so low for Pokemon, even for the popular streamers. I do need the textbook that is Tilted Lurker, because there's a couple questions I have. I forgot if odds are boosted if you contribute to the page, right? Wasn't there things you had to do, like catch and use certain moves to update the page to get better odds for Pokemon? Hello? Yo, Johan. What's up, Eon? How's it going, dude? Eons. Your new name is Eon. Eon, the Ian man. So, I should be kind of low-key keeping track. So that's our second attempt at a monkey. At a fire monkey. If the page is ranked 10, the shiny odds are increased. So maybe let's check that. Let's check. Because I don't know. I kind of went into this hunt. just kind of not anticipating anything. But how do you get there? Oh no. I forgot the game's controls are weird. Whoa, Mike, what's going on? Hello, hello. This game's controls are absolutely bananas to me. I've been playing the Guardians of the Galaxy game, so I have that like mapped in my head. And it's completely different than what I want to hear. Pokedex. I do want that. Okay, Infernape. Infernape, where are you, buddy? So this is Obsidian Fields, so... Okay, Infernape. Okay, so complete... Okay, we're at research level 10, so that's good, right? That's very good. So what? What do you think? We have like a 1 in 800 chance, or is it like 1 in 1365? I completely forget. Good, just playing Scarlet. On for shiny Pokemon. Did you get the new Cyndaquil that allegedly came out? I'm kidding about alleged. Cyndaquil's in the game, and I really do want to hunt it, but to be honest, me and Scarlet and Violet, I'm kind of bored of it. I really am just kind of bored of it. So I'm moving on to different games. Nothing here, but like I said, I'm addicted. When we played this game all the time at the release of Arceus, the shiny sound literally is the boost of serotonin you need in your head. Oh, okay, well, we don't need Tilted Lurker here anymore. We already got my question answered, so... What's up, dude? What up? Oops, I went to the wrong camp. May the 4th not be with you? Oh, yeah. I heard about all the posts about Star Wars. You know what's disappointing? There was no news of any of the new titles coming out. This was the worst 4th day ever. John should run for Pokemon president and make Pokemon great again. Yeah, let's go with that. Thank you for the 1 like contribution, friend. If John wants to get super serious about streaming, John's going to start having to promote, and then there's a whole new level of commitment I'm going to have to follow. Oh my god. Yeah, yesterday I completely forgot my days. So I meant to stream, I wanted to stream today, not yesterday. Cleavor, I got 2 shiny Cleavors today in about, I think it was 16 raids. That was really annoying. People were getting them beside me and I'm like, must be nice. New Mandalorian series is, I've watched, I think, 4 or 5 episodes of the new Mando. Yeah, I'm not as pumped as I was for the first 2. And it's not even that the show's been on for like a long time. I just generally don't like the vibe of what's going on right now. I don't. Holy crap, what's up with the webcam? It's so bright. It's super bright. That's better. Does everybody else like The Mandalorian? Because I'm not the biggest fan of this season. Honestly, I watched Ted Lasso, this season of Ted Lasso is good, but itself, I like the first two better. I'm not saying it got worse, but I think it's just a neutral show that it meets my expectations, but isn't great. You watched 2 episodes, then gave up. It does get better, but it really, I don't think, how do I say this? Where it left off, I don't think was climactic enough for this season to watch it fully in like one day. There's a lot of cool TV shows that I like to binge, and Mando is not going to be one of them. Plus, I got rid of my Disney Plus. I forget if I went into the village or not. I started to enjoy The Mandalorian. Like I said, it's not horrible, but I feel like for having a 2-year gap, it's not the best. It's not where it should be in that caliber level of the first 2. So, that's just me though, right? Everybody has their own opinions. Nobody can say it's really bad. Because, again, my opinion on Boba Fett, that show was horrible. For all the build-up of Boba Fett, Mando had to save it. You had to have Luke Skywalker. You had to have Ashoka in it. Boba Fett, that was a horrible series. I think Mandalorian's still better. Lots of strange celebrity cameos. I kind of liked it when it was just stormtroopers. Jack Black, I don't like those cameos that much, to be honest. Like, Jack Black wasn't the worst, but like to have Lizzo, it's like, who cares about these celebrities, right? Oh, I thought that was shiny. Oops. I keep forgetting, you gotta listen. You gotta keep your ears open. Star Wars is really, I think it's gone downhill. It's only gotten worse since Rogue One. I have good hopes, though, for Rey's storyline and the movie about the first ever Jedi. We already have Jabba the Hutt. Yeah. Oh man. There was, there's, I think he's Canadian. There's a hockey player, PK Subban. I think he played for Montreal. He made a Lizzo joke on, I think it was a hockey podcast. I think they were talking about Toronto, but it was about like, what was it? It was basically making fun of her weight. There was a comment about making fun of her weight. They should snack on. No, okay, look it up. I don't want to ruin it for you. But there's an actual diss, and it's hitting the internet pretty hard right now, because it's making fun of her weight. But I didn't even like the Doc's cameo in, hold on. You know, Marty and Doc Brown from Back to the Future. I felt like they're forced, to be honest. They were better off as Stormtrooper cameos. You know what I've been watching too? I've been watching the old OG Power Rangers, the old Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series. I watched the new movie, which was good. It's what I grew up as a kid with, right? But man, I wish I could binge it all in one day. Did anybody see the new Guardians movie? Keep in mind, don't spoil. But I thought it was, okay, this is like the first movie that I actually thought as a cinematic masterpiece. It's not a cinematic masterpiece, but it's the closest thing we've got since Endgame. It actually was really good. John doesn't cry in movies, nor has he ever cried in a movie, but I almost shed a tear. My eye My right eye quivered a little bit. But that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say because it's fresh. It's fresh. So, Tilted Lurker, what are the odds of a shiny Infernape right now? This alpha one. Or an alpha Pokemon in general? Your mind is a textbook. If it's good, I'll go see it. It honestly is, man. It honestly is. I thought Ant-Man was good, but Ant-Man's garbage compared to this Guardians. And I went into this movie with no expectation. Really? 1 in 69? Yeah, haha. True odds, man. True odds. It actually is really good. It's such an emotional movie that you get carried through the whole movie and you kind of want more. You really do want more. Come on. You know what I'm super happy about too? When I upgraded my, or I guess updated, upgraded's not the right word. When I updated my OBS, I finally got settings for my Mac to upgrade the stream. So does this look a little bit more better graphical to you, like resolution wise? Because to me it looks a lot better. This looks a lot better. It's not going to be super crazy, but the frame rate should just be a little bit better, and the resolution, it should be a little bit more crispier. He's only cried once during a movie. Give me 3 movies that you almost cried, and then let me know, and then I'll guess. I'm trying to think when I cried in a movie. I probably haven't cried in a movie since I was a kid. It was probably Free Willy or Land Before Time. Land Before Time. I don't remember if Lion King would have done it for me with, what's his face? Mufasa. No, not Mufasa. Was it Mufasa? Is Mufasa the evil guy, or is Mufasa the dad of Simba when he got trampled and killed? Spoiler alert, Lion King. Coco, The Lost Sea Pastor, Lion King, Spy Kids 3D. I'm gonna go Lion King. Mufasa's the dad of Simba. Yeah, that's right. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I probably cried as a kid, but there was a part, was there a part? I think it was Land Before Time. Somebody died, and as a kid, that's one of the biggest eye-opening perspectives on death when I was a kid, and that's how I was learning it. I'm like, uh-oh. Something's happening with my eyes. Michaela, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It was Coco. I don't even know what Coco is. Of course, we all know that about the Lion King, and his death was hands down the saddest part of the Lion King. Yeah, but to be honest, I'm not an emotional person like that, but this, like I said, all in total, this Guardians movie, I honestly was at the point where I could have, if I really, really wanted to tear up, I could have. What movie? Yeah, okay, what movie, Mike? What movie did you really love? Hey, everyone, hydrate. I will hydrate with a Diet Pepsi. My protein I'll only have once my Diet Pepsi's done. Oops. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. I had to go on bed rest for a few days. I only started moving. Oh, is it? Your due date's almost there, right? It's almost time. You're probably just overly exhausted. Nightmare, what's up? How's it going, buddy? Your people have weird accents. Okay. Your people. You're not allowed to say that. It's actually really rude. One movie made me laugh was The Nutty Professor with Eddie Murphy. Yeah. I think one of my favorite childhood... okay, I'm going to let you get the guess, but what do you think my favorite childhood movie with Eddie Murphy would have been? But Nutty Professor's good, and that's not it. And that's not it. There's one specific one that most people will get off the top of their head. But since my trips, when I go out of country, I can actually tell there's an American accent versus a Canadian one. So yeah, there definitely is a Canadian one. And Americans, I feel like, have the bigger accent. When I go to Europe, I get questioned that I get questioned if I'm American, but then some of them will correct them and be like, no, he's Canadian. Because apparently, in the Europe slang, Canadians speak better English than Americans because we say things slower and, to what I have been told, more relaxed, and Americans are really rough with their words, and they say it in a different context than a Canadian would. Yeah, literally, and I love the heat, but right now I can't stand it, and I got dehydrated. Oh, that'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it. I've had heat stroke. Heat stroke's bad. Don't get heat stroke. Oh, it's actually a nice day out today. I'm glad I got to spend some time and do the Cleveland Community Day. Whew. I need a better chair, though. My chair's not great. My body right now, too. I don't know why. This chair is a little... It doesn't go straight up. The way it's broken is it's on an angle, and I have to play on an angle because my monitor's right here. So it kind of sucks. Dr. Dolittle? No. I'm surprised nobody guessed it right away. I'll give you guys one more try. What's my favorite Eddie Murphy movie when I was a kid? Tim Horton tastes no different than a dollar coffee from the gas station. That I can't really speak about because I don't drink coffee that much. I've had it, a few times around, and I've never had Tim Hortons coffee. But Tim Hortons it's not meant to be a quality place, right? It's like super fast food. It's super fast food. It's just a Canadian staple. I wouldn't say it's overly great, but if you've ever had an ice cap, they're really good. Southern people have weird yeehaw accents. There's like Boston, New York, everywhere in America. I've heard a lot of different accents. I've heard a lot of different ones. But Canadians, there's like a normal Canadian one, and there is what we would call your South's equivalent to, which is the, ooh, you're so cool, eh? Oh, go get yourself a donut hole there. Those people you think are stupid because they're just trying to be that stereotype, or you think they're from Shoresy, Letterkenny, or Trailer Park Boys, but they're super rural, and that's their language. So I feel like people would have a hard time trying to understand a conversation with that, but I'm a city boy. I'm probably as city English as I can get. West Coast, East Coast, yeah, like I said, there's different accents even for Canada, and like I said, everybody has a different one. And my first time in America, I didn't realize it, but the more I go over, you can definitely hear it. You can definitely hear it. But my favorite Eddie Murphy movie when I was a kid was Daddy Daycare. Daddy Daycare. Okay, he's a blue cucumber with a top hat, and his name begins with a C. I have another best friend, but he's from the VeggieTales community. I think I know of VeggieTales, but I would definitely not ever guess that. I've always wanted to go to rural areas and see the real America. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the edge. So if you're, I don't know, most places have their downtown, and let's just say Toronto, for example, is my downtown, and then I live 40 minutes away from there, but I'm on the coastline east of Toronto. So when you're near the water, you have all the cities, right? And then I'm on the edge, the borderline, the town line before you get into the rural area. But if I wanted to, I could probably drive 10, 15 minutes and I'm at a big lake. And then I can drive 10, 20 minutes more. And I'm in the super rural area where all the farms are, all the land is. And I could go see another 20 lakes, you know. When I can get a steady job that pays enough where I can either be with a significant other or do it myself and buy a property or land and then build a property on it, I'm going to be out in the rural area. I will not live in a city. I don't like the city life. Come to the 210 of Texas. What's the 210? Is that your area code? I don't know any American area codes. But honestly, if you were... So you said you thought that people of Canada were rude. Downtowns, maybe. But if you really went out to the rural areas where the farm life is or where the small towns of a couple hundred people are, they're actually really nice. They're actually really nice. People say Canada has a really good stereotype for being friendly. If you're in downtown Toronto or any downtown, there's always going to be those office smuggy people. It's a different vibe. If you're outside of the major cities, you pretty much you've got some good citizens. You got good citizens. My Roman Reigns shirt. The best one because F Dallas and Houston, Austin is mid. One day I will go to Texas, but there's so many other places still that are on my list before I go there, unfortunately. No monkey boy. I went with my dad and he said everyone was rude and intruding. The only thing that I would want to know is like a specific story of why he said those certain Canadians were rude and intruding, because honestly, most of the people don't want to be talked to. If you talk to them, they're either just going to say, yeah, whatever, go, or they're just not going to answer, or you'll get the super friendly person. But we stay in our own bubble, right? That's how I've been in America too. There's some Americans that are just not even helpful. I was in Vegas once. I think this was my first time I was ever in Vegas, and there was a tourist person. I think it was a family, and they were on the Strip, and they were asking how to get to, I think it was Hooters, the Hooters casino there, or it was the one beside it. I forget which one it was, but the Americans were like, yeah, just look around, and then left. But you can't just be like, that's a snubby American, right? Because that's one of how many people that are actually nice, and you can say that for every country too. Can someone help me trade over some Pokemon to my other Switch? If you are on our Discord, I'm sure there's some people that can help you, because John, there might be somebody here that can help you, but I don't think anybody here right now has a Switch that they'd be able to trade with you. Basically, we were walking to our hotel room, and this old couple asked we were from and what we've. Wait. Basically, we were walking to our hotel room, and this old couple asked where we were from and what we were seeing. So you think that's rude and I wouldn't say that's rude, but for them to randomly point at you and ask, "Oh, where did you guys come from?" That's a little weird. Today, when I went downtown Oshawa, sure, look it up if you really want to, but I'm not afraid of address stuff. But when I was downtown Oshawa today playing Pokemon Go, because that's the big area where everything is, I didn't necessarily have any friends that were going to meet me. I was just going to hope to join in some raids. I met an older couple. They were definitely in their 50s. And I just chilled with them. And I went out of my way to play with them. And they weren't rude about it. They didn't ask, "Oh, what are you doing following us?" Or, "Why are you playing with us?" This kind of, what do you call it? You thought they were intruding? You probably maybe got some people that were just curious. If you're a traveler and if you sound different, they might be like, "Oh, where are you coming from?" It's not intrusion, it's just curiosity. Well, it wasn't really rude. My dad just thought people didn't mind their own business. Well, some people are more open than your dad sounds like. Your dad sounds like he just wants to be kept to himself, do what he went there to do, and then go home. I get that. I'm that kind of person too. But you have to be in the situation, I feel like, for somebody to kind of open a conversation. If they're just coming up to you randomly, "Oh, where are you from?" That happens to me in the sauna all the time. I'm there with my headphones. I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to get my job done and then get out. Just same thing with the gym. And then when people talk to me, I feel as if they're intruding. So I get that. But people are just trying to be nice. And I've kind of put myself in the perspective of them. And they just want to maybe just talk. You never know, right? So I've been a little bit more open about being social. I've only ever been to Florida, but I've been to pretty much every city in Texas. I've only been to Orlando. I was downtown for all of a couple hours. I flew from Toronto to Orlando. We had a couple hour layover, so we went to, I forget what it's called. We went to is it Lake Iona? What is it called? What lake was it? Lake Eola. And it was like right downtown. I didn't mind it, but then I flew all the way to the West Coast, to California. My dad is a very do your job and go home type of person, so that's probably why he thought people were rude. I think, if anything, your dad would have to find a new word for that. I don't know. I know it's kind of a rough ask, because the word isn't rude. The word's not intrusive or invasive. He's just very private. That's it. He just sounds like a private person. He just found people that just wanted to talk. And if it's older people, you got to think older people, they don't have a lot of people talking to them, right? So they probably just wanted to have a conversation and picked the wrong people to do it with. Ponyta. This game is so much more enticing than Scarlet and Violet right now. I do not want to play Scarlet and Violet. If I think about, like, I have some motivational issues myself, and that's part of the reason why I want to stream sometimes and I can't. Because I can't motivate myself, and I don't want to have a bad experience on stream, nor do I want it to come off as if I'm going to have a bad experience with people on stream. I get some motivation issues with Scarlet and Violet, but when I play this, I'm actually quite excited to play. I've been to Chicago, so have I. I was there when the whole Pokemon thing was happening. Oh, you were there for it was the first Go Fest. I think Mewtwo, it was Mewtwo. Mewtwo was the first one. That or Lugia. Wait, it might have been Lugia. I don't know if it was shiny at that point, but yeah, I do recall it. I've been to Chicago, I think it was 2 years ago. I don't think it was last year. I don't know. 2 years ago? We'll go with that. I liked Chicago. I really liked it. I went in the worst time to go. I think it was like February or March. It's freezing, but it was cool. That was like right before a big snowstorm where I thought all the flights were going to get canceled. Oh no, mine did. Mine did. My flight got canceled, but then they said that there was a flight that was going to Chicago a little later on, and I had to go to New York. I had to go to LaGuardia, and I genuinely thought I might have stayed in New York because it was close to home. I could have got a cheaper flight out, and it wasn't snowing. The weather was good. That's probably it. He likes conversation, but not out of the blue. He probably mistook curiosity for intrusiveness. Yeah, that's probably, it sounds like that, but that's my opinion, so it could be totally wrong. Oh. I saw a girl dressed as an inappropriate version of Pikachu. Some heavy set guy. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I get those here for Community Day. Pokemon in my area is pretty big. It's pretty big. There's a lot of people that play Pokemon Go. And on Community Days in the area that I go to, the popular one where all the stops are, I always see people dressed up. Always. Always. I'm generally thinking about going to the New York Pokemon Go Fest. There's going to be a New York one, a London, England one, and there's going to be, I'm going to butcher this, but I think it's Osaka, Japan? I think that's the third one. I'm not sure. But New York isn't far from here. I can get a flight there and back for the weekend for about $250. It's better than taking my truck down there. So if I get the time off, I'm definitely going down to do Pokemon Go Fest. And it's funny because I was having this conversation with another streamer who I just met, who was apparently a viewer that turned a streamer. I'm not going to say names yet because I don't want to jinx it. But he was even saying that, like, you've probably been streaming for a couple of years now, where even if people aren't on your channel all the time, they might recognize you at a place like, you know, Go Fest or a Safari Zone. It'd be hilarious if people recognized me and came up and said hi. Wouldn't that be mind-blowing? We're not a big channel by all means. So, like, the people, like, I can name drop. But it's interesting to see people's reactions of those who would maybe recognize me, because I remember young when I was at the gym with a lady friend. He was too afraid to come up to me, And it mind blew me that somebody from stream ended up knowing me and wanted to say hi. I wish people do. I would love for that. Is it a little selfish to think that people might recognize me? Maybe. But at one point, we were pretty popular. And if somebody saw me, they'd be like, oh, look at that loser, that's John. Oh, what a loser. I will go to GoFest to rob you. Oh, nice. I've always wanted to be robbed. Sounds good, man. Nothing. Oh. There was a guy wearing a belt with like 20 battery packs and some of his a hat, and he caught fire on a bike. Oh, that'll do it. I can never be that crazy. I got a Metacham today in Pokemon Go just because it was a mega Pokemon that was able to be released. Those second evolutions or third evolutions can be shiny. I got that. At the same time, I saw a guy with like 4 phones. I'm like, how is that fun? How is that fun? It's definitely campy. Purple. If I get this, again, don't want to jinx it, but if I get this new job, which I'm still waiting for, I really do feel like our streaming can get back to where it was. And that's not cap, as the young kids would say. That's not cap, because I'll actually have a dedicated schedule, and this dedicated schedule, I can actually make certain days exclusive streaming days in a week. That'd be fun. I want to build the channel back up. I really do. I'm still waiting for the person that did my artwork and did my older YouTube intro video. I'm still waiting for him to be available to get all that work done that I had posted on the Discord. I'm praying to God you don't get the job. Don't jinx it, bro. Don't jinx it. I want it. I want it. Oh, it's because then John would stream. Ha. Gotcha. Gotcha. I got a call from them, and they basically said they really wanted me. It was so random, too. It was on Thursday. They basically said, we really liked your file. And there was a person called mentoring me. So I really should be able to just nab it. I should be able to nab it. I hope. Because then there's 2 steps that are small afterwards. But then really it's a freebie at that point if I can make it to the last 2 steps. Was that a shiny sound, or was that just me finally hearing my monitor? Nah, probably not. Chicago was scary when I went. Like, Mr. J's got, like, shots fired when me and my mom were in the... Oh. I didn't hear any crazy... I didn't hear any gunshots, but I didn't have a horrible time. I stayed downtown. When I went. And then I went to a Chicago game. I'm pretty sure they were playing Dallas at the time. I forget who it was. I think it was that, or Arizona maybe? I think it was Dallas, to be honest. Dallas was the team first year COVID that I kind of really watched. I started getting into hockey again. Actually, I don't remember if myself who said this. Rupe Hintz, Pavelski, Robertson. Now they got Max Domi. They're an okay team. They shouldn't have gotten rid of Klinkberg though. They shouldn't have. Scyther. Chicago. Okay, if you go to the crazy areas, expect crazy results. But if you go to Chicago, just go to the normal places. Don't go out of your way to go to the bad. It still is. Have you seen those downtown party the teens have been having tilted? When I went to Chicago, I always go to places by myself, and I've never yet in America felt threatened. And I've been to Harlem. I've been to some of the bad places in New York, some of the bad streets, and yet, as long as you don't bug them, they won't bug you. It's just simple. It's simple as that. Come on, Shiny Alpha. Can Shiny Alpha Cleavor be a thing? I forget. Can you hunt that? I'm assuming actually this would be the place to do it in that forest. They put like 2 people in the hospital for walking across the street. I'm sure there's places everywhere that have those kind of streets, but I don't know. I've been to Compton and didn't feel threatened. You're fine if you leave them alone. Yeah, that's for every place, dude. Every place has shady streets. Just don't go out of your way to annoy people, right? It's like if you stay on your own path, you shouldn't have to go to these areas of bad interest. If you're looking for trouble and you're just gonna go there to say, hey, nobody's gonna bug me, you're asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble. So just beware, of your surroundings and hope for the best. I heard Baltimore is pretty bad in America. No Infernape. How did we get lucky with Steelix? I'm pretty sure it was like 60 tries. I've driven through Baltimore to get to Maryland, or not Maryland, what is it? Maryland? I think that's how you say it. To get to Washington, D.C., but I've heard Detroit has some bad places, Philly's got some bad places. I've driven through Philly. But even Washington, D.C., when I got there, I thought it was going to be super strict. Man, it was actually hilariously open and like, I can't really explain what I did, but I partied down there and cops really they didn't care about open partying, let's just say that. But I did go, ironically, I didn't know until the day, but I went on 420. Walmart closed down all their stores in Chicago because of theft. Really? That sucks. I went to the Gordon Ramsay place. I really liked it. Gordon Ramsay Pub and Grill, or whatever they have in Chicago, and it was just open a couple months. That's a big thing I do in America, because apparently Gordon Ramsay doesn't like Toronto. I always go to Gordon Ramsay establishments. Return to the village. Okay, maybe I was gonna say maybe we want to do like this mass outbreak. What did we used to call them? MMOs? Thick outbreaks, that was it. You want to do a thick outbreak. I can't wait to finish Guardians of the Galaxy game. That actually is really fun. Watching the movie made me want to play the game, and the game's actually really good. The detail, the graphics, oh, I love it. On a good TV. I've been to Carlos Bakery here where I'm at, and it's so good. Hector got to meet him. I was so jealous when he told me. If you have a good, close relationship with the store owner, that means you'll probably have good results. Like, you'll get discounts, free food. I have a couple friends like that here that always throw in an extra. This monkey needs to hurry up. You know what? Let's do the outbreak. Let's do the outbreak. Let's see what we get. Let's see if we can hear a shiny. Nothing there. I hope they do another Arceus kind of game. I really love these. Oh, Inferno. I remember when this game came out, everybody was going crazy for the starters that you can get in outbreaks. Now I see a Inferno and I'm like, meh. Meh. I just want to hear the sound. That's all I ask for. Oh, we might as well check over here. Eventually we'll go for the Mega Heracross. Or, sorry, Alpha Heracross. Get people's hopes up by saying Mega. My bad. I feel like they need a game, not like Pokemon Coliseum, but a game that's similar to Scarlet and Violet or this, where you can actually get Shadow Pokemon. They need another Shadow Pokemon game. People say they need Mega games. I want more Pokemon that revolve around Shadow Pokemon. Okay, we've checked all that, so nope. Silicoon, nope. Don't want to do that. Let's check Pokemon Go. Let's see what's up. Let's see my Pokemon Go. Make sure to blink. Okay. I had blinked. I had blinked. Now I can hydrate, actually. Vanilla protein. I love French vanilla, man. We had this conversation last stream about ice cream. Lizard people has always been the strangest conspiracy. Lizard people? What is this? Spider-Man? Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2? Wait, was that one Amazing Spider-Man 2? No, it was the first one. It was the first one. Lizard was the first one. Electro was the second. What is this? Amazing Spider-Man 1 talk? Can't wait to hear that sound, man. That shiny sound. Oh, okay. I gotta start editing videos. Maybe I'll spend some time once I'm done my spring cleaning tomorrow. I gotta get more videos. My community posts are almost done. I made a few mistakes I noticed too with my community posts since I did them all in one day after work. I was tired, messed up some regions. I think instead of video games, I'm gonna make some more movie related and other video games too. I gotta start doing shorts again. I gotta just upload. I gotta finish my montages in Scarlet and Violet. I just wish there was more time. Like, I need to be retired from work right now. There's a conspiracy theory that the government is run by shape-shifting lizard people. I definitely do not believe that. But that's just my interpretation. I myself don't believe that. I think that's crazy. If anything, I would say that there's a theory that there is the hollow earth and that people might be living in there. Who knows? Who knows? Something about the hollow earth. There's species hiding in there, but I wouldn't say that they're shape-shifting lizard people. Ours is the 14th for Mom's Day, yeah. I think. I always forget those days, Father's Day and Mother's Day. People just, my sister usually reminds me. Or my dad. How do we know you're not a shape-shifting lizard? You don't. Unless you're a person that likes to trust people, I can't for sure say that I'm not. Because I could say I'm not, but you might not believe it. I think the celebrities are like sacrificing people. That's crazy. They could be, who knows? Who knows? I like so many theories. I'm a conspiracy theory kind of person. But the lizard one I definitely do not believe in. I think we talked about this, but one of the biggest conspiracy theories I think about still is I don't think Osama bin Laden's dead. I definitely don't. If you can't show he's dead, no. They didn't kill him. That's media crap. I gotta start working on my back and my traps more. So sore. I laugh when we got a Snorlax. We've only technically phased, I'll just say once, because our first one doesn't count. We didn't get it. I didn't hear it. We got one Quillfish. That's our first phase for this bad boy. My personal one, I believe, is that the CIA was involved with JFK's assassination. That I could possibly believe. Yeah. When it comes to secret militaries or secret organizations, anything's possible. My biggest thing is that, like, all the conspiracies that had something with involving aliens, and yet the government's now coming out in the last couple of years to say, yeah, there have been UFOs and there are aliens. That's crazy. Like, why deny it for so long? Like, what shifted your mindset to want to tell everybody now that it's true? So, I like conspiracy theories, but I'm also a person that is a skeptic. I always think there's a possibility of anything. His shoes were made of Shirley Temple skin. That's a little weird. That's a little weird. I remember in college taking the paranormal and like skeptic kind of, I forget what the name of the course was, but it was all about paranormal activity, skeptic stuff, ghosts, conspiracy theories, this and that. And we always studied a new one every week in full depth. It was really cool. But did I retain any of that information? No. They never said that there were aliens. We still don't know what those flying balloons and Chinese spy thing was all about. It was really swept under the rug. I forget what they have come out and said that there are aliens that exist just because of the probability of life across all planets. They are just saying, yeah, there are aliens because we have no proof of actual aliens, but around the whole world, you got to think we're not the only in an infinite universe. There's possibility. We got lucky. We got really lucky with our universe itself. So there's got to be other places with life, and they're just saying that. But yeah, the UFOs and stuff, like the Chinese spy balloon, that could have just been anything. But the fact that they shot it down and said that they couldn't reach that area because it was in the what? Was it like the Yukon or like Alaska and they couldn't get to it? You can always get to something, let's be honest. They're not just gonna leave that stuff there. So that kind of stuff I believe in. Cloning theory, I kind of believe in that. There's science that can be done there. They have, what's it called? They have teleported things. I think it has a little bit to do with cloning. They've teleported an atom up. I forget how they did it, but they've teleported an atom from space to the ground and ground to space. But it's kind of like cloning where your original that you want to teleport up or down, it's a clone. So let's just say I was teleported up to space. Me as the original, I die. And my copy of me lives on as if he knows exactly what was going on. He has all my memories, this and that. My original is like incinerated, and then the copy is alive. That they've done before. Didn't shoot himself and escape to Argentina. There was no proof, right? If anything, I think back in the day, if there was proof that he actually died and you can see it, you would definitely be showing that, right? You would definitely be showing that. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. That's something I feel like everybody would want to see. For sure. I never found his body. Exactly. That's a big conspiracy theory. I would call that one. Yeah. I would definitely say that's one. $6.11. It's only been an hour stream. Oh, I gotta settle my life down. There's always so much going on. But honestly, I don't know how much longer I have because I got some things to do at nighttime here. Just give us one shiny. I have to start building up the audience again. Concurrent viewers are just down in general, but I think it's just Pokemon too. Nah, I'm over here crying because I'm washing her clothes today, and soon I have to push at least 6-pound baby out. I guess so. I guess that's factual. Good luck. Oh, I'm sure you're gonna have. I'm sure it's all gonna be worth it. One that I find interesting is cloning or celebrities disguising themselves as each other. If you look at Biden from 10 years ago and now, it doesn't even look like the same person. It's just called age, dude. Some people get worse, some people change differently. Genetics, evolution, that kind of stuff. That's why there's some theories about evolution where if you're talking about lizard people, there could be a chance that due to some sort of genetic or some malfunctioned genetic, yeah, I mean, I'm sure in one distant parallel universe or some planet in our whole universe that is the grand scope of space and time, there could be lizard people. There could be lizard people now, but it's just evolution did not happen that way. His face looks like he went back in time. Let's just be honest. Joe Biden doesn't even know he is Joe Biden. Yeah, interesting conversations. This is what I like about stream. We always have good conversations about just life. I should just do a just chatting stream. Apparently on Twitch, that's crazy good viewership. I should just go on Twitch and just like pick my brain streams. Trudeau is Fidel Castro's son. Oh, girl, no, come on. Believe me, they're both idiots, Trudeau and Fidel Castro, but my opinion. We need to get rid of all of them down here not being represented, so why should we pay taxes? That's a different conversation. That's a different conversation. You know what's funny? Over here, everybody wants to move over to Texas because everybody says Texas is free and you know, you don't have to pay taxes, this and that. But I hear a lot of people saying that obviously like the laws and the politics down there in Texas isn't even worth moving there, even if buying houses and everything are so cheap. Return to the village. I really want the shiny alpha because then if we do another shiny alpha, I think I want to do Heracross. And then after Heracross, we'll move over to something else. Do you think there's an Illuminati or deep state that secretly runs the world? I don't think it would be the Illuminati. I don't know. I don't think so. I just think it all comes down to a superpower, and that is America. America was the first one built, and then everywhere else has been building. I think if anything, the people that rule the world right now is just the, what is it called? NATO. That's the group that secures the world right now. Nothing here. Return to the village. I gotta start hashing. Oh, I gotta collect eggs too. Just in case when we do another stream, I gotta do Cynical. No, don't come here for real. Like, if you, I'm a house for 30 days. If you squat in a house for 30 days, and you have squatters' rights, there's a big thing that's happening right now with Title 42 or 47, and I can say this because I'm like 2 hours. Yeah, I've heard those rights are in California too. If World War III does happen, I don't think NATO could win against Russia and China. Oh, I do. I do. Honestly, I believe that if that happened, Russia has not a lot of space out by America to even do damage to America. If anything, the destruction would be Europe. The destruction would be Europe. But I don't want to go and think about that kind of stuff. We were paying money in taxes for us, and I've only gotten 100. Honestly, I would never move to Texas. There's nowhere in America yet that I'd want to live. I would go to Europe, though. I would live in Europe. I remember when I was a kid choosing colleges, I wanted to go to the New York Film School. Glad I didn't. Film school's just a joke. It's a joke. Mexico sided with Russia. What if Mexico just invades America? I mean, I don't even think the Mexican army would come close to Americans. No? I don't know. I don't know. Is Mexico's army big? Fun fact, in World War I, Germany tried to get Mexico to invade America. That wasn't shiny, right? No, that was just a splash. And offered their old lands if they won. Ha! Nice try. That would have been a nice try. That's kind of funny. You know what's funny? World War I and World War II, a lot of the Americans get credit for the overall win of the World Wars, but Canada played key roles, mostly in World War II, but in World War I we also did a lot of, like, there was key battles that were won because of Canadians, and a lot of America gets credit for that rather than Canada. I don't think you teach that in America, let alone Europe. That if that can come into their country. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. We all run our countries differently, but there's some things that are messed up. Well, it was mostly Russia that did everything. Russia lost 27 million people in World War II. We all helped out. There was a few battles that without the Canadians, I forget what it was, but there was 2 battles that were key, crucial parts in the World War II where I feel like if it was lost, a big part of Europe was going to get taken over by the Germans. I don't remember what it was, but Canada was OG. I forget what it was. I don't want to say anything that I don't factually know. Isn't there some border emergency going on right now in Texas? On the CP2 floor, I heard that America is not accepting any any more people immigrating right now. That's my news channel. I heard there's a thing going on there, yeah. Citizenship process, and all these people are breaking into people's homes. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, I heard the cartel is not great. In Mexico, they're known for murdering Canadians, so Mexico's not one of my favorite spots that I'd ever travel to right away, but I mean, I'd rather vacation in Cuba. But I don't like going to hot places. I do and I don't. They're not my first vacation spots, but if I got a cheap deal, I wouldn't necessarily not say no. They're literally lining up till it happens. Oof. Well, I hope all that gets resolved soon. I really do. Hang tight. Snorlax would be a cool phase. What are the actual odds for an alpha here? Because I feel like they were so much... I feel like we've gotten two pretty easily. There was a girl, and that was found with 62 counts of... Wow. Huh. Damn, that's sad. Honestly, there are so many crises going on right now that just appreciate where you live. Appreciate that you're in a safe spot and pray for the ones that aren't. Yo, WC, what up, buddy? I should look this up. What are the odds of shiny alpha Pokemon? Shiny, I want to say it's like 1 in 800 something. I wish there was a better route too, like one straight line where we can get a bunch of alpha chances. Everything's a conspiracy theory until proven like true. that was an Alpha Luxray. That would have been cool. That was sick. I would have loved that. What up, Nightbot? How's it going, buddy? Return to the village. I can feel the shiny. I can really feel it. We're gonna get it. If not, next stream, faux show. They're gonna bus as many people as they can. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works, but I know Canada's restricting things right now too. I bet you there's an alpha Pokemon on these mountains somewhere. Is that true? I didn't know that. Didn't know that. You heard a shiny sound? You heard a shiny sound. Maybe I should save quick. I bet you it was an Abra. You really heard a shiny sound, eh? How did I not hear it? I heard it. I heard it. Oh. It's Bird. I can't believe you heard that, man. That's crazy. Okay, there's phase 2. I didn't hear that, so God bless the Tilted Lurker for that one. What? Staravia. I forget the controls for this game. Okay, come on, you're a dumb bird. Get in the ball. Isn't there like a firework that shoots out of the Pokeball when you catch it? Wait. Oh, you can just hold the right trigger. Whoops. Boom! Firework. Thank you, Tilted Lurker. We have a second phase now. I probably have it, but it's just probably something we can give away. You should have just let me fail it. I'm surprised you didn't. I'm surprised you didn't. That's a Tilted Lurker thing to do. Maybe you're finally coming around. You're finally coming around and being a nice Tilted Lurker. Did Canada do something because of the coronation today? Oh, because of the royal crap? I don't know. I'm not royal bound or not. That's not the word. I don't care about the royal crap. Let's just say that. Canada, I don't think they did anything special. How didn't I hear that sound though? I should have. There'll probably be new money with King Charles on it here, I guess, at some point. Who knows? Do people in Canada care for the British? I think my parents' age care a little bit, but no, not really. What is it? May 2-4 weekend, which is technically a holiday before Queen Elizabeth. Congrats. She's royal and she gave us a holiday. That's all I care about. I don't care for the royal family. I'm surprised that people still even care for it. Sure, pay your tribute to history, but yeah, I'm not into that crap. I'm just trying to hear things more. I'm trying to use my ears. I don't want to miss a shiny. Oh, we're an hour and a half into stream. Nice. Jubilat Village. Jubilat Village. The sentiment around most of the Commonwealth seems to be that they don't care about the crown. I think maybe British care. There's always going to be those dwellings of people that care, but yeah, the royal family means nothing to me, at least. I'm sure they have a presence in politics or whatever, but I don't know. They have a title behind their name or in front of the name. Good for you. Doesn't bother me. In Canada, it's not gonna, like, I know a few people, like, I watched some Instagram stories, and they watched the coronation. They watched that ceremony, but why am I not getting a ceremony in my name? You know? I'm royal. I'm royal to the Pokemon bloodline. The chats that the people in the stadium in Ireland or something was like, you can shove your... Yeah. Yeah. But then again, Ireland has a weird history with the UK, so let's be honest, they're probably not the best people to talk about that with. Yeah, they have a not so nice history, exactly. Of all places, they're not going to be the friendliest. This has become a history stream today. Should we just start teaching history classes? People from India actually love the British. Didn't know that. I didn't know that. Actually, I feel like I did. I feel like I did. Wasn't there British colonies in and around India a long time ago? There, somebody taught me that. I'm recalling it now. The British were in and around that area. I don't know if they gave spaces to somebody and that became India, or... Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. There's a story behind that one too. I just don't know if actually what the story was again. But I feel like the British were in that area and gave up some space and something was formed. My family does have some Spain upper class blood on ancestry. The king sent someone like his cousin to settle here, and my line makes San Antonio the king's name apparently. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm primarily Scottish. I'm definitely of the European descent. They immigrated to Canada. I'm not a true Canadian, so India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Bhutan, and Sri Lanka were part of the British Empire and were one country known as the British Raj. Ah, yeah, okay, so that's probably where I got that from. I knew they were somehow involved with the British, but I didn't know to what extent. So that's cool. It's good to know. I'm trying to listen deep for a shiny sound. You're one of the daughters of the Alamo, and my mom's side is Irish Dutch. That's cool. My dad did the ancestry thing too. I have UK in me, I have German in me, I have a little bit of Jewish in me, I have West Indies, a little Scandinavian. I forget the rest. I'm primarily from the UK. That's where my dissension was. The British Empire pretty much spanned the entire world and was the biggest empire to ever exist. Yeah, them and the Romans. This game looks so much better. I don't know what I did visually to make this look so much better, but I like it. It looks so smooth. Maybe OBS decided to not be crap. Well, Canada was a British colony. Yeah, obviously that makes sense. I know that. It makes total sense. History lessons with stream. That's what I should have just renamed this stream. History lessons while hunting shiny alpha Infernape. I still think right now Canada's not the best place to live. But into a lot of other perspectives, everybody's going to disagree with me. Is it a safe place to be? Yes. Are the politics great? No. No. Are they the worst? No. Are they the best? Far from it. But I would say Canada is in a neutral state. But it really just depends on what you prefer where you live, right? I know a lot of people are moving to America from Canada right now. I have a lot of friends that are doing that. Going to Pennsylvania or Michigan because it's so close. Some people went to Buffalo. But those are 3 places I wouldn't go to live. If I was gonna move somewhere, I feel like New York City would be cool, but then I'm trying to avoid the city. I'm gonna live somewhere rural from me, but obviously if my work's gonna be in Toronto, I gotta be kind of rural-ish, which means the most rural, I'd be having to drive an hour into work every day, which is obviously something I don't want. My ideal goal would be to live in Toronto for a couple of years, and then save enough money that I can buy a place and rent my basement to get some income. Because all I need is a garage. All I need is a garage. And then I'll buy an apartment downtown Toronto and rent that out. I just want to make a lot of money for property down the line. But I would drive to work if I had to. I do it now every day. It takes like an hour and a half. Traffic's horrible. No New York. I like the city of New York. But New York State, no. No. I'd rather live over where I am. The problem is with New York, it's not, let's just say this, America. I don't think America's bad. I don't think Canada's bad. But if I had the choice, I'd always live in Canada. It's too much of a hassle to have to become a dual citizen and blah, 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 you know. That's my problem with that. Oh. I'm staying put, and then if World War III starts, I'm leaving. Like I said, man, if it was gonna happen, they would have done it by now. There would have been major World War stuff by now. Between the two countries we already know are fighting. Okay. Man. Oh, cricket. Oh, cricket Todd. How many of these do I have extra? Probably a lot. Watch, we're gonna get it. I'll go in the direction of it. We're gonna get it shiny. If not, that'd be great. Oops. Yay, we didn't get it. I hope it starts so John gets drafted and quits streaming. I guess I would. Maybe. Maybe. You never know. I might not. Maybe they'll need streaming support. Maybe I'll just get drafted, become a UAV driver. I'll just be in an office. You see in Arrested Development when Buster is doing like the AC-130? Ooh, I just blew up a village. Good work. That's the stuff I need. That's the stuff I need. If you haven't seen that, I'll send a clip. I'll send a clip. That's the job I want in the war. Okay, actually, I'm kind of sorry, but I'm getting the call and the texts. Where are you? Where are you? I didn't realize I was supposed to be out of here at 6:30. So I'm gonna do one more check. But let's talk about a stream tomorrow. I don't start work till about. I have to wake up at 6, which is a lot better on Monday. So we'll try one tomorrow. We'll try one tomorrow. Next week, I can. Oh, what's next week? I think yeah, I think I can stream. I think I can stream. I'm gonna start doing community posts about it when I can and when I can't. But again, interesting conversation today. Loved it. We should have a podcast where we talk about this kind of stuff with members of the community. We should. We totally should. We should have a podcast. Because that you can do no matter what. You just got to set up like a Zoom call with somebody and then record the voice. And we'll talk conspiracy theories. We'll talk this and that. Okay, bye-bye, lizard people. It was fun. If you're watching the stream after the fact, exclamation Discord is what you gotta... Oh, can you? Can they type exclamation Discord in the chat after the fact? No, you probably can't. Find us on Discord. I'm sure there's a link in the bio. It was a fun stream. Again, if you're listening after the fact, definitely go through this stream because it was a lot of fun. We talked about some crazy things. We got a shiny. We got a shiny thanks to Tilted. And there's plans again to get this channel going again. Until I see you guys next time, I hope you have a good one. See you soon.